Hey everyone, we're going to be recording a little bit of Minesweeper today. Ignore that, I didn't want to start a game, so I just purposely failed. So in today's video, I'd like to talk about a few things. So VShojo is this like VTuber network that just fucking imploded because of its own. Because one of the creators is basically being a greedy bastard. That's aw, fuck you. Yeah, but one of the creators, the guy, I don't actually know the dude's name, but basically, big dude in charge of the company is being a greedy fuck and is keeping charity money, which, or sorry, I shouldn't say that. We don't like the fandom doesn't really know where the charity money is actually going. Damn it, I fucking suck at this game, man. Basically, a lot of money is missing, and seemingly no one really knows where it's at. I don't know the full situation. I watched Sea Dog VA. I've watched a few videos from him going over the whole thing. What? Ah, you fucking punk bitch. But I suck at Minesweeper if you can't tell. But it's a fun background game. But basically all this money, no one seems to know where it's at, which fucking scary thought that a ludicrous amount of charity money meant for people with what's that shit called, autoimmune disorders, seemingly a shitload of charity money is just missing. And one thing I kind of wanted to talk about with it is, I feel like multi-channel networks and that style of YouTuber collectives or orgs, they've just been consistently doing dumb shit since they've been invented. Really, I don't know if people would remember this because it's been so long, but God, back when Team 10 first, what? Ah, you fucking bitch. Back when Team 10 first came out, they were doing all kinds of horrific, crazy shit. And all of these YouTuber orgs and groups, they always seem to end up just doing horrible, horrible shit. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing, Like, why is it always. It's always some YouTuber org that ends up just doing some horrific shit, always ends up profiteering off of people with disabilities, always ends up doing all this horrific, horrific, horrific shit. And it's like, how is this still a consistent problem on YouTube? It has been like a fucking decade. Like shit like Channel Frederator, fucking oh my god, Machinima, all of these companies that make machinimas and all like Machinima was the big one back in the day. If people don't remember now, because it's been so long since I last have seen my son lost to this monster, to the man behind the slaughter. I mean, I'm kidding, but no, I'm not. I'm saying that these people, they seem to have such a just short memory for how fucking awful these companies are, and I don't get it. I feel like people by now, it should be just a clear thing of do not fucking join a multi-channel network. Don't join any of these groups promising to give you views or what. Oh, promising to give you views or whatever. And plenty of creators have fell for them. Like even big ones that we know today. I think it was Jaden Animations for one. She was talking about I can't remember if it was her, but I want to say she was in Frederator at one point, or one of the bigger ones. And it's like all of these groups. Hey, 106. That's not very good to be honest. But all of these big MCNs, they always end up doing horrible shit, and it's because they try to take a corporate mindset and layer it onto something that's creative. And I get that anti-corporate sentiment is becoming more common in this kind of era where, in the internet, people are given the ability to be more aware of oh, hey, this corporation that runs outside my hometown just bombed a fucking hospital. Whoa, all this horrible shit. It's a lot easier to be aware of it now with the internet. And I feel like it's been ultimately a good thing that people are more aware that oh, if you join Channel Frederator, they might blow up a hospital with your name on it, with your name on the bombs, like the Joker. But I am doing a bit that this shit that bad, but You know, they do, like, all of these multi-channel networks, they always end up just doing the worst shit you can think of. And I don't see how people keep falling for it. It seems like such an, I hate to say, like, oh, you're an idiot if you join a multi-channel network, or if you join like a VTuber collective or all that shit. Oh my god. Ah, my nose. Ah, no. My nose is itching like a motherfucker. Yeah, it's been for the last couple days. I don't know what's up with that, but basically, if you're in a VTuber collective, or if you're in an MCN, God forbid, if I don't know of any YouTubers who are in an MCN nowadays, but like back in the day, back in like 2015 and previous, you were just unable to escape those fucking things. They were everywhere. Every YouTuber was a part of fucking Machinima. Every YouTuber was a part of some fucking org. It was all just stupid fucking shit. And every VTuber org, every like MCN back then, it was just the worst shit you could think of, and it was all of them. And even not quite YouTuber orgs, but like even bigger YouTuber groups like Smosh when it was owned by Defy. You know, they're cool now, but like back when in the Defy days, they would constantly have horrible fucking worker allegations and shit. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how are people? I don't want to say you're stupid if you go work for one of these places, but I feel like it's just past a certain point. It's just like, you know, leopard eating face party. Oh, I joined the leopard eating face party. Oh no, I didn't think it would eat my face. It's literally that shitty political cartoon. It is that. That's how fucking ludicrously awful all this shit is. Hey, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good run of Minesweeper. But like, the reason I don't, I'm gonna be honest, this might sound like a dickhead thing, but I don't really care too much about the whole VTuber situation, because I mean, it's just like, if you donated money to a fucking fake organization like that, I don't want to say what did you think would happen. That's a dickhead thing to say, and I feel bad, like, even thinking about it. But it's just like, you know, if I donate money to something with a fucking VTuber's face plastered all over it, I'm not gonna be expecting to see that money do anything. And I do eat my boogers, so there you go. But like, all of these horrible fucking VTuber companies, like, and there's VShojo is the biggest one, you know, they're the biggest guy by far. I don't really care about VTubers. I don't watch any, really. I occasionally watch, like, CDawg VA. I watch his stuff sometimes, but even then, it's like I barely fucking keep up with this type of shit, and, you feel me? But, I mean, hell, every time I am unfortunate enough to, like, go look into the VTuber community, it's just some horrible shit again. It's never just, and things are great, and everyone is getting along and making good content. It's always like, this person just blew up a hospital. Like, why can't the VTuber community just go a week without some horrible shit happening? It seems to be just like an impossibility, and you know, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's like, if you're a VTuber, you're a horrible person. I think there's a few VTubers who are good people. Iron Mouse is a good example. She seems like a genuinely kind person just from her streams, and I think it sucks to say this, but it's like, alright, it's gotta be that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. But like, it sucks to say this, but if you're someone online, it's really just kind of hitting the nail on the head over and over of like the you can't trust people on the internet. And that's very unfortunate. Damn, that's a good map. But it's very unfortunate that that's true, because I mean, look at like how sweet and charitable that whole thing was. Like, donate money to help people going through some of the worst disorders and worst fucking shit that you can go through health wise, and somehow some evil fucking bastard had to ruin it. And you know, I hate to say that, like, oh, you can't trust people on the internet, but I mean, you truly can't, because like, I mean, you're donating money to a charitable organization, you're doing like a very basic human good, and you somehow get fucked over by YouTube slop. Like, how does that happen, man? How does that type of shit end up happening? And people keep fucking getting away with it too. Like, ugh, sorry. Like, but all these fucking YouTubers, they always get away with it in the end. You know, Logan Paul has never faced consequences for the fucking thousands of horrible things he's done on this platform over the decade he's been here. But all this awful shit happens time and time again, and no one does fucking anything about it. Hey, 79, that's pretty good. Nobody does fucking anything about that shit, and it is crazy. I feel like, back when I was a kid, it was people were a lot more willing to kind of hit it with the gloves off, and I feel like that's why content like that back then. I'm not saying there was less shitty drama back then. There was probably more, to be honest, but I feel like back then, people who did this horrible shit, they kind of got forced into, like, a faux exile. Because it's like, if you're gonna fucking go online and do all this horrible shit, like, yeah, you should be forced off the goddamn internet. Hey, there we go. But, all this horrible shit, damn it. All this horrible shit people do on the internet now, it's so open and, like, out in the public about it, and it's just fucking awful. I don't understand. Sincerely, I don't get how people keep getting, he can't keep getting away with this! Like, it's fucking impossible to me that these YouTubers and people, it's very rarely, I should say, it's very rarely an actual YouTuber, and it's more often than not, like, the people at the tops of these orgs. It's like, when Smosh was going through its whole fucking evil arc, it was fucking Defy Media doing all this shit, and it was, poor fucking Ian and Anthony just struggling to keep the business afloat, and then poor Anthony having to fucking dip. But, like, all this awful shit is happening online, and nobody's doing anything to fucking fight it. Nobody's doing anything to fucking do anything. And I feel like that's one thing that's worse about modern era YouTube, like, drama and conflict, is people have, like, such a kid glove mentality about modern conflict because they're fucking scared of being sued out of existence. Like, back in the day of YouTube drama, you could just hop online and just, whoever you dislike, you could just point at and say they're a pedophile, and you'd get 500 people in your comments just clapping for you. But nowadays, it's like every YouTube drama, they've got the kid gloves on. They say, oh, well, we don't know if X and Y and Z, we don't know all this, that. And it's like, I can't fucking respect that. Because it's like, whatever horrible shit is happening, like, publicly, there's probably 20 or 30 times that going on behind the scenes. So I feel like you can say whatever the fuck you want, and it's probably true. And, I don't know if you can call it, like, good journalism or whatever, but it's fucking crazy to me that people are willing to fight with kid gloves against, like, awful fucking people. Like, just because they're scared of the law. And I'm gonna take a drink real quick, sorry. And, I understand that, like, especially I've noticed a lot with, like, modern YouTube drama is people are so much more fucking lawsuit happy, so much more just willing to hop into a fucking defamation suit over the dumbest shit. And I feel like that mentality has kind of killed off, like, any real, like, good defenses of people, It's killed off any way of having, like, a day one commentary saying, hey, this person is fucking lying through their teeth. It's killed off a bunch of that, and I think it can be arguably seen as a good thing because it's like, now people have to do a bit more research into whatever they're doing. But it's a fucking awful thing because, in my opinion, it's doing more bad than good. Because when you look at all these horrible YouTube dramas and all this awful shit that happens, almost never do the aggressors, do the people doing all this horrible shit, do they fight with kid gloves. Clubs? Gloves. Like, fuck you. Almost never do these people fight with kid gloves. They always fucking, if someone has some awful shit they think on YouTube, they're always willing to just, they never pull punches. They always hop online, say horrible shit about people. Like, it's always the shitty people who get away with just doing the goddamn worst, horrible shit. And the good YouTubers, the people who are, like, actually, like the Iron Mouses, the Sea Dogs of the world, they're forced to kind of say, no, this isn't true. I will prove this legally. I will do da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, if I was in that scenario, I'm not saying this is a good thing. Honestly, this is a bad thing because it'd leave me open for, like, lawsuits and shit. But if I were in that scenario, the fucking vitriol I would be spitting on the mic second one of learning whatever the situation is, oh my god, man, it would get me fucking obliterated in a courtroom. It would have my house would be given to the government type shit. And I'm kind of joking, but it's ridiculous that these people are effectively being forced to stay silent until they can have like legally provable claims. And you know when it's the fucking internet. It shouldn't have to be like you should be scared of getting a defamation suit because you're spreading libel about my good name and all this awful shit. And it's like, if I was one of the VTubers working at VShojo and some horrible shit like everything that's going on, if that happened to me, do you know the fucking horrible malice I would be spreading on the internet? Alright, we're kind of fucked here. Huh. So we know it's one of these two. Oh, Jesus. It's one of these two and one of these two? Yeah. Damn, we're just fucked. Yeah. I mean, I was fucked there. I mean, whatever. But, all of these VTubers in this situation, I've also noticed they've put out a lot of statements that are very much like, hey everyone, I personally dislike what is going on. I have something going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about. That's what a lot of them say is like, I can't talk about this. There is work being done behind the scenes. Just know that. And I fucking hate that, And it's not to discredit the YouTube. Damn it, I'm a fucking idiot. It's not to discredit the YouTubers or the VTubers who are involved in this. It's to discredit that, like, the system they are in, the system they are forced to work in, it's effectively fucking them because it's like, hey, I got a contract job at VShojo. Yay! I go to work, I do my job. Oh, turns out my boss is a fucking pedophile who steals charity money. I don't know if the pedophile thing is true, but the steals charity thing, apparently that's fully fucking true. And it's like, if I work at that company, I'm not gonna fucking sit there and kid glove it. I'm gonna have to fucking say something, because it's like, well shit, what if everyone around me thinks, what if the company thinks I'm a pedophile now? What if I go to get a job in the future and they say, hey, didn't you work with that famous pedophile? And it's like, no, or like you have to say, yeah, but I didn't do that. You have to be like, yeah, I went to that island, but I didn't do anything there. Like, that's an absurd example, but it's true that, like, so many people are just getting fucked over in this scenario. And, I mean, if you're a VTuber who worked at VShojo, sorry. I got so much fucking phlegm in my throat. But, if you worked for VShojo, worked at any of these companies that does all of this horrible shit, or that do all of these horrible fucking things, it's like, what can you say? You can't say anything publicly without VShojo man taking you to fucking court. Kill yourself. And, damn, this is a good map. Let's try not to fuck this one up. But, all this horrible fucking shit that gets, like, spread by the VTuber companies and all this, it's like, you have to fight for your fucking innocence, because it's like, how are you ever gonna have a job again? Wood-fired pizza, how is pizza gonna get a job now? God, that is a fucking 7-year-old bit at this point. That bit is fucking ancient, man. But, truly, like, these poor fucking VTubers, I never thought I would be in a scenario to say that phrase. These poor VTubers who are known for being, like, some of the most corrupt fucking people in the world. Like, all of these poor fucking VTubers, they just signed up for an org thinking, hey, good work, I get to work with people like me who have experience in my field, I get to learn from people, all this shit. And then it turns out, my boss is like a fucking thief who beats up fucking crippled people for no reason. Like, what the fuck? And because of the state of the internet where everyone has to fight with kid gloves out of fear of a lawsuit, it's just like, you can't say anything. You can't go public and be like, hey guys, I don't support this. I had no idea this was happening. You can't say anything because everyone is so fucking afraid of being sued out of existence that it's just, and they have to be. They have to be afraid of that shit, because if they aren't, they're gonna get sued. They're gonna lose all their fucking money. And it's sad that that's where we're at, where these people are so fucking terrified of losing their livelihoods, losing their money. And not to mention, like, even if they aren't sued, Like, nobody's gonna fucking work with a narc. No, even, I get that's a horrible fucking prison mindset, but it's like, you know, if I'm a VTuber company and I hear that, oh, you don't want to work with Iron Mouse, she was a whistleblower for the company going bad, or like, you know, all that shit. You know, she was a whistleblower for that kind of thing. And, you know, hats off to her. She did something good. She fucking did the objectively correct thing to do, which is tell the world, hey, this charity money is seemingly just fucking gone, or isn't being sent to, you know, the people it's supposed to be fucking sent to. You know, all this awful shit. She did the literally one of the most hard, morally good things that a person has to do in telling the world that, hey, somebody fucked up and now we are like getting scammed, seemingly. I mean, who fucking knows? But you know, she did the. I have to give her like a bunch of credit because she went public with all this awful shit, and it's like, I hate that she had to be the bearer of bad news because she's such like. It's a fucking cringe VTuber thing to be like, oh, a person is such an innocent person and all this, but like, she truly just goes online, plays a funny video game with her friend. Why is she the person who has to fucking suffer and do all this awful shit? Like that is awful, man. This poor fucking woman is dealing with horrible, like she did the immunofund shit, and it's like, why is she the one who gets saddled with all this awful shit of having to go public with it? And it sucks that because she's went public with this, you know, if there's ever a fucking VShojo 2, God forbid, or any fucking horrible shit like that, you know, how is she ever going to have a job there? She can't. Because the minute they hear, oh, she ratted out VShojo 1, she said she went public when they were using the charity money to fucking do blow off of a glass fucking nightstand. Like, she went public with that. We can't work with her because we like doing blow. We're also a company, you know. Like, all this awful shit, these poor fucking people are going to be permanently screwed over. They're never going to be able to work in that field again because they're just getting fucked over by everything. Every little aspect of it is fucking them over. And, you know, I'm no VTuber. I don't know what the future holds for them. But I think this scenario, I think it's a good example that you just really, really, really should never, ever, ever, fucking ever getting back together. But, good reference. Sorry, guys. But, I think this is just a good example that you should fucking never join a multi-channel network or anything that resembles the fucking dead and rotten skin of one. You know? Like, if you ever get a beautiful offer where it's like, I get to make $90 million a year, I get to go live in the VTuber house, and I get to fucking, you know, do all this shit. I get to work with FaZe Banks. Like, you know, that's a fucking old head reference, Jesus. But, like, all this awful shit, man. I think it should just be the ultimate marker of, if you're a VTuber who's, like, starting out, or if you're a YouTuber who, you know, is doing all this shit, I think this should just be a clear example of stay true to your own. Don't fucking join a VTuber org. It always ends badly. Don't join an MCN. Don't join fucking Machinima. Don't join Frederator. Don't join any of these goddamn groups. Don't do it. It just seems like an easy route to sell your soul for not even a crazy amount of money, by the way. Like, that seems like the whole appeal to a lot of people is just like, oh, I get to go live in the fucking Team 10 house and make $5 trillion a year. But it's like, oh, damn, I'm making like 37 grand a year. Like, I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was like Zen something, one of the VTubers. And she put out a statement that was just like, yeah, I'm barely being paid. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, you're scamming bastards who are stealing from disabled people, and you can't even pay your fucking employees? Like, insane shit. Insane shit. And I wouldn't be surprised if VShojo fucking hunts down my house and fucking orbital strikes it like Israel. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that to me now, because I've made such a blatant public statement about it. But I want to make clear, just for like my own legal safety and all that shit, like, everything I've said in this video is a bit. None of it is real. No, I'm kidding though. Like, a lot of the stuff I'm saying in this video is, like, not quite proven though, so, take it all with not a grain of salt, but like a keep an eye on it. I would say, like, I don't know, maybe all of the YouTubers turn out to be lying fucks who are they scam the charity money. I mean, it's the internet. There could be 1,000,000,001 fucking plot twist. Nobody knows. I don't know. Fucking none of the VTubers know. Nobody knows what the fuck is happening, and whatever happens, we're fucked no matter what. You, me, and probably every other viewer of this video, we all gonna be broke at the end of the day no matter what. I don't know. But, sorry to get so personal in this video. I just saw, or not personal is the wrong word, like, what's the word? Aggressive? No. Like, passionate, I guess would be the word for it, of just how crazy this shit is. But it's stirring up a lot of memories I had back in the day. It's stirring up a lot of memories of just all the horrible fucking not VTuber orgs, all the MCNs back in the day, man. Oh my god. This shit, it stirred up like a literal decade-old YouTube fucking fire within me. Like, I remember being like 13 or 14 and hearing about all the horrible shit that like was going on with like fucking Defy Media, all the horrible, horrible shit going on in the world. And it's crazy to me looking back that like I was such a young kid watching this shit happen, and it's a cool thing, honestly, to see. Some shit never changes. That's very unfortunate if you're an employee of VShojo, or if you're just some random poor disabled person who was relying on charity money to get by, and guess we're getting fucked now. But it brought out a lot of passion in me to just fucking get that shit off my chest about like, I mean, it's YouTube. It's always gonna be awful people fucking over other people. That's what YouTube is. It's the fucking belly of the beast. That's the world we live in, where YouTubers just fuck each other over, fuck over their coworkers, fuck over their underlings, And I think the one takeaway you should get from this video of like what to do, if you're a VTuber, if you're thinking about joining a VTuber org or whatever, don't fucking do it. Just stay independent. Like, I get that it's hard to get views, and it's easier to get views, and it's hard to say like. I get that it's easy from my position of I don't really have any skin in this game. I'm not a VTuber. I'm not a fucking content creator, really. I upload stupid videos like this like once a year. All right, it's one of these two. But ooh, it's probably this one. But like, I don't really have any skin in this game. I'm not a fucking VTuber. I don't have any skin in this game. Huh. That one? Yeah. But I feel like this situation was very weird to hear about, and very just sad shit to watch. It's just fucking miserable, because, oh, fuck, I was lucky, I almost fucking killed myself there. But, all these companies, they don't have your best interest at heart. They are always looking to fuck you over in some way. And very unfortunately, I feel like the VTuber shit that's happened in the last few days, it's kind of proof that it even applies to fucking charity money, I very rarely does charity money get, like, because, let's be honest, most YouTubers are greedy bastards and the least charitable fucking people on the planet. But, like, I feel like when YouTubers make a charity, it's usually such a rare thing that it's, like, just a crazy moral good. It's, like, such a movement across the site, where, like, I feel like charities are such a rare thing on YouTube that when they do happen, they get a lot of support, they get a lot of love. And it's very sad to see that. I'm trying to figure out how to put it into words in a good way. It's very fucked up to see that not even fucking charities for disabled people are immune to this shit. Nothing is immune to just being robbed by some shithead in LA. And I mean, that is a dig at LA. I was gonna say this isn't a dig at Los Angeles, but it is, because whoa. Yeah, there we go. But, I feel like all of these fucking corporations, I think we're kind of just at a fucked point in society where all companies are horrifically evil and are willing to steal from disabled people and are willing to fuck over their own workers. It's just fucked where we're at, man. Like, we are truly at the lowest fucking point in society. If it gets any lower, honestly, man, go blow your shit smooth off. Like, I don't really know. Um, but yeah, I feel like this whole situation is fucked, and the whole god damn it, fuck you. Damn it, I didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna crinkle this bitch up. But I feel like we're at a point with YouTubers where YouTuber orgs, they're just such. This is just such an this is such an old head drama, I feel like. And recently, I've noticed that YouTube drama has kind of looped around to being an old head phase again, where we have like, oh my god, this feels like some shit that would happen in like 2015, you know? Oh man, it is. I hate to say that like a bunch of poor disabled people being robbed is like nostalgic, and that's a fucking absurd take, but like it kind of is. It kind of reminds me of like olden days of YouTube. Oh, almost misclicked and fucking ended the run. But this feel what? Oh god damn it, I'm stupid. But this feels like some old head drama. You know, this feels like something that Rice Gum would do back in the day. That fucking guy. Oh my god. Thank God he's gone, by the way. It has been like 15 years of dealing with that fucking numbskull, and he's finally off the internet. We're free. But like, fucking hell. This does feel like some old head YouTube drama, though. Am I right? Like, this feels like something that would happen in 2015. And that's not a good thing. I feel like over the last decade, we've seen... Fucking misclick. We've seen like a sort of turn towards a more genuine, better side of YouTube. And I feel like drama has kind of died down or changed faces into, drama back when I was a kid. It was like, this YouTuber called me a poop nose or whatever. Or fucking Rice Gum in a video about Bugattis fucking pulled out a wad of cash and called me stupid. Or whatever. And, all this stupid shit from back in the day. And I feel like we've hit a point where YouTube drama is kind of looping back into that direction. Because I feel like for the last, I'd say, about 5 to 7 years, really since COVID, YouTube drama has just been, hey, remember that guy you liked as a kid? Well, he's a pedophile. It's just been that, and it's fucking miserable. But yeah, it's just crazy to me that we're kind of looping back to that old style of drama. And I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I have no idea what it means for the world. I mean, it's like the burning a turtle shell and seeing what the cracks mean or whatever. You feel me? But what TV show did that? I want to say it was Cowboy Bebop. I don't know, man. It was some fucking show did that as like a method for determining it might have been Avatar. I don't know. But like The Last Airbender, not the shitty movie. But oh my god. Oh, I fucked up at some point. Where? Hey, there it is. But damn, it's a small start. Never mind. I apologize. I apologize for my outburst. That fucking Uncle Ruckus clip. But yeah, where we're at with YouTube drama, it's just so fucking weird. We had that era of just like everyone you loved as a child it turns out they would have loved you as a child, But god, all this awful shit is just like looping. It's like it's a fucking recursive loop. Every fucking drama that could happen, it's just looping again. And sorry, I was swallowing some like phlegm that came up and it fucking you feel me? But all this awful shit from when I was a kid, it's like it's back and it's swinging in full force. Like the year is 2015 and we're gonna do the Harlem Shake and fucking go make a Vine together. Go make a fucking Musical.ly on a band trip. Oh my god. But I feel like where we're at, it's just everything with YouTube drama. I feel like we're hitting the point where a lot of social media sites have this thing where they kind of loop back to old cultures every few years. And I think we're hitting that point with YouTube, and it's very shocking to see as someone who was like around for that like first era of I was around for all this horrible shit that happened back in the day, And it's crazy to be like, damn, it's happening again, you know? And I don't mean it as like a dig at specific YouTubers, but it's just like, how are we repeating ourselves as a fucking, I hate to call YouTube a culture, because it's not. It's a bunch of fucking idiots with Lambos trying to act like they're cool. But it's just, we're like, it's all back, you know? I feel like I'm watching all this horrible shit that happened as a kid. I feel like I'm watching it happen again. And I don't really know what it means. You know, back in the day, I feel like YouTube drama was a lot of scams and shit. And now we're back there somehow. Somehow we managed to loop back to 2014. Pyrocynical must be so happy. It's funny. But, you know, I don't really know what any of this shit means for YouTube, but I don't think it can mean anything good, to be honest. I feel like we've kind of, you know, it's a very common thing that, like, it's a very common take that I should say that YouTubers, they kind of don't remember the past. They're kind of short-sighted people, and you kind of have to be in that industry just because, you know, how can you be short? You can't be like, how do I put it? You can't be intelligent about the past. You can't remember your history, you know. You can't really remember all that shit if you're too busy thinking about your fucking, I'm Mr. Beast, I need to make my video, I need to blah 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 blah, you know. You can't think about the past, and you can't think about how to be better, how to iterate. You can't do that if you're just trend chasing and doing all this awful shit. And you know, every human is guilty of that to an extent. I mean, that's part of the human brain, is just we all like to be in. We all like to be cool caveman. We all like to be all that shit. And hey, 77, that was a pretty good time. But, you know, it's like all this awful shit with YouTube. It's just looping. It's just the same shit over and over again. And I kind of wonder where, like, I want to hear some perspectives about that, like, whole thing. I want to, that whole VTuber, VShojo, all that shit. I want to hear some perspectives on that from, like, older people, you know, people in their 30s and 40s. YouTube, like, especially people who were, you know, as chronically online as me, but, like, 20 years ago. And I imagine that's a little bit more uncommon, but, ooh. I've had a lot of phlegm in my throat. Holy shit. These past few days, and I don't really know what that means, but I kind of want to hear from some like older YouTubers, some older fucking big heads, you know. I would love nothing more than to see like a fucking C-Nanners commentary video about this whole thing, and I don't know. It sucks that we're at a point with YouTube where most of the old guard like that are kind of retiring out, they're kind of gone, and that sucks. Oh, what's that? Yeah. I want to see like... You know, I want to hear the old heads of YouTube, the people who were uploading in like 2005 and shit. I want to hear their thoughts, and it sucks that we're kind of at a point where most of those people are gone. You know, most of the C-Nanners of the world are fucking retiring and have kids. Like, it's fucking crazy to me though. Like, how much of this shit is just over and over again. It's like, we're back in the fucking the YouTube gambling era. We're back in all this shit, and it's just... Jesus fucking Christ, man. Why can't it just be over? Why can't we just have good YouTube content? Why is it always people hunting the next grift? And, you know, I mean, it's kind of an unfortunate thing that, I mean, that's all YouTube has ever been, is people hunting the next thing. A bunch of fucking grifters over a fucking solemn desert hunting their fucking, they're like, actually, it's like watching a leopard fucking hunting through the desert, just hunting this, like, fucking grifter idea of the big thing, the trends, all this shit. It's like watching them hunt for it, and it's almost, to some extent, respectable. I hate saying that. It isn't. It's horrible shit, but it's like, it's almost respectable seeing people hunt down something so vigorously. Like, you know, these YouTubers, they are fucking desperate for money. They are desperate for their video to take off. And I feel like I'm a very rare, I don't want to say rare, I think I'm a very common but just hidden exception to it, where, you know, I don't fucking care about most modern drama. The only reason I really came on here to talk about that Bishoujo shit is just because I feel like it's an interesting lens into, you know, past dramas and things like that. Hey, 95, that was alright. But I feel like, unless you're very, very actively hunting something specific, you're just not gonna get views on this fucking boo on this fucking website, and that's very unfortunate. And I feel like I feel like it kind of is a bigger, like, broader reflection on society that we're at a point where, like, everyone is so fucking dopamine starved that it's just, we're all fucking constantly hunting the next big fucking, ooh, YouTuber loud, ooh. We're back in the fucking loud equals funny era, but, like, on, like, some different shit. I don't even know what to call it anymore. And I think it's very unfortunate because the internet, when it was first, like, hypothesized and shit, it was a very, how do I put it? It was a very, like, how do trying to figure out how to word it. It was a very, like, I'm trying to figure out how to word this very obscure concept. It was a very, optimistic sort of idea of, like, everyone will have, like, there's going to be a sort of permanent memory for the world. Everyone will remember, all this shit. And nobody's going to get caught up in shitty trends and loops of life and all this shit. But I feel like it's just been proven the opposite. Like, nope. Turns out everyone in their fucking mutter, they just get caught up in... Jesus Christ, I just said mutter like I'm Sky does Minecraft and I'm pointing at gold. Mutter. Like, everyone in their fucking mother is getting caught up in just stupid trends, dumb shit, and none of it fucking matters. And I feel like very few people... I feel like there's a few people who are aware of this, but I feel like nearly fucking no one cares. Like, everyone gives into the trends and does the, hey, everybody, look at me, I'm Mr. Beast. Everyone is their own Mr. Beast now, and it's fucking miserable. Hey, 108, that's not great, but it's, I won. But everyone is just getting caught up in this shit, and it is fucking miserable. And if you're thinking about being a YouTuber, being all this shit, I'd recommend it. I've had a fun time with it, to be honest, but I think it's only because I practically never upload trendy shit. I mean, you can scroll through my channel, and it's just me practicing tuba and playing Fallout New Vegas and playing games I like. And some of the worst videos on this channel are from, when I was like 13, 14, and caught up so heavily in the, I want to be a big YouTuber, but, like, it doesn't fucking matter. None of it fucking matters. And if you're a big YouTuber, honestly, man, stop being trendy. Do the J-Schlatt. Just make content you care about, and only make trendy shit when you gotta pay bills. But, it's just fucking miserable being on modern YouTube, man. So it's two of these. It's one of these. Yeah. But, it's fucking miserable. And if you're a YouTuber, I'm sorry. And it sucks that so many people... I feel like part of what's made it so reliant on trends as an idea, I feel like part of what's... I feel like part of what's made the internet so reliant on the idea of big trendy, big next topic, I feel like part of what's made that so required to succeed, fuck, I meant to right click. I get my rights and my lefts. I'm great at left and right. I am not a toddler. I am great at spatial awareness. But when I was a kid, I learned my lefts and my rights through fucking Hypixel and playing games on there. And, like, I was very bad with them before, and now I'm great, because, but, all this shit I get, like, when I would get on Hypixel, I would play, like, the gun game and shit, where you would play, like, Star Wars and the zombie. Oh my god, the zombie games on fucking Hypixel, Jesus. But, that shit was so fucking money. But, I kind of want to play that. That might be fun to play that sometime. I don't know. But, do they still even have that fucking game? They might not. I don't know. But it was fun as a kid. It was like, you would get dropped in this map that was like a fucking plane, I think, and you would get, like, hit with fucking, you would unlock guns as you went. There was a texture pack that made it like true darkness. It was crazy. But, it was a fun game. And there were, oh my god, the vampire game. If you know what I'm talking about, oh my god, that shit was awesome. But, that was, like, how I learned my lefts and my rights really well. Because my parents, they taught me, but I was a stupid fucking kid, so I was just sitting there. you know. And Hypixel, it like helped me get them like centered in my head, but because of the way Minecraft works, where like, you know, the left click is more important and the right click is less important, you know, it like it fucked up my brain permanently. It like fucking start digging in your butt, twin. It did that to my fucking brain. Hey, 78, that's pretty good. But anyways, back to fucking YouTube shit. You know, I feel like so many fucking YouTubers, they just get so fucking caught up in this idea of like, I need profit, I need this, I need that. And, you know, we're hitting a point of YouTubers where big production teams is kind of the standard for the big guys. Like, you know, every YouTuber above 1 million subs has like a fucking insane level of production. They have the equivalent of like old Hollywood shit where it'd be like, oh, this show has a $5 trillion production budget, like Avatar 3 Way of Water. Oh my god, my fucking nose. It is... Somehow that cleared, like, going like... It cleared all the fucking phlegm from my throat. That felt amazing. I will be doing it again if it comes back. But, you know, all these fucking YouTubers, they have such high production values now that they have to be fucking profitable, because it's like, oh, do I want my employees to eat? Well, I gotta make a fucking TikTok reaction video where I go, haha, it's funny, or, you know, whatever shit. And it's fucking miserable where we're at with it. And ugh, fucking Christ, man. I don't really know what the solution is. I think the only real solution... God damn it. What? Oh, yeah. I think the only real solution is just, if you're like me, if you're a smaller YouTuber, you know, and I hate to even use that terminology. I hate to be like, oh, teehee, small business here, da 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 da. You know, buy my fucking overpriced slop because it's a small business. Have you seen, I can't remember the name of the guy, but the dude who sits in his car and records, like, funny commentary videos, he, like the one he made where he's like, all small business owners are mini Hitlers. And, oh, God, never a truer fucking sentence. They are, you feel me? But small business owners are just the fucking worst. Every one of them. Oh, man, they charge $45 for everything. It's just a fucking nightmare. If you're running a small business, sincerely, I hope you get hit with a fucking car. You are just a fucking awful person. Yeah, let's go up here. There's not really anything I can do. Damn, this map is kind of fucking me. Oh, my God. Holy shit, I am surprised that worked. Hey, there we go. But, yeah, but, you know, all of these fucking YouTubers, they get so caught up in big production values and big shit that it's just like, they lose, like, the heart aspect of it. A lot of them do. And, you know, say what you will about that. Big production values, damn. That map was fucking me, man. I really had nothing I could do there. But, yeah, I feel like it's just, it's fucking absurd where, wait, how is that? What? Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I can't count, says George Droid Barry. But, you know, I feel like where we're at with YouTube, it's kind of inevitable that I am inevitable. Fucking, the year is 2014, I am Tejanos. Huh? Oh my god, I can't count for fucking shit, man. That's why I became a music major, so I only have to count to 4 ever again in my life. Except for that one song. And then we cry. We cry together. But, you know, all this awful shit, it's like, I mean, it's kind of inevitable with YouTube that, you know, it's kind of just required to have awful shit happen now, because it's like, you know, if awful shit is going to happen... Awful shit is just going to happen when you have, like, massive media companies and fucking monolithic companies just running every goddamn aspect of it. It's like, no shit, horrible shit is gonna happen. That's why small businesses get so much support in concept, is because they're individual, they're small things, they're very easy to keep like a heart in a small business, in a tiny shit, you know? It's easy to keep a sort of emotional good thing. And seeing where we're at, like with YouTube, where every YouTuber, there's very few small business YouTubers left. You know, we just have a shitload of fucking monolithic rich people just shoving their goddamn slop content down on us. And even if you end up with like a better product because of it, which you almost never do, almost every big YouTuber just puts out their fucking glop and everyone just eats it up, you know? New Mr. Beast video, I can't wait to buy some fucking chocolate at Walmart. Like, oh my god, it is, we live in a miserable fucking internet, and I don't know, I think the only way to kind of circumvent that is just find YouTubers you like and care about, you know? And that's not to say in like a parasocial way, because, you know, I don't fucking care about any of you. I don't know who any of you are. I don't know any of you viewers, except for you, Cameron Murphy. I do know you, because I fucking go to college with you, but like, every viewer on my channel, I have no fucking idea who they are. I don't know who any of you fucking people are. I don't know anything about any of you. But so many YouTubers take that parasocial aspect and just fucking run with it and use it to like fucking pump oil into their business. And it's like, I don't know, like all this horrible shit, like I know that it's a bit of a disconnected point from the drama shit I mentioned earlier, but all of this horrible shit happening on the internet, it's all linked. Like, people can barely see it because of how much, like, how short the internet's memory is, and that sucks. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. This one was wrong, wasn't it? Yep. But, like, where we're at with the internet, horrible shit is just kind of the norm. Norm Macdonald, the funniest man ever born. If you don't know who Norm Macdonald is, oh my god, go watch like 5 hours of comedy sketches from that guy. He is the funniest fucking dude, man. It sucks that he died. He was a fucking great guy. But, I say that, but again, that's like sort of the parasocial aspect of the internet taking over, where it's like, yay, this person is so great, but it's like, I don't fucking know these people. I don't know. Maybe Norm Macdonald, maybe he ate a baby in Taiwan one time. We don't fucking know, because I'm not Norm Macdonald. Nobody is. But, I mean, he's a funny guy. But, like, I feel like where we're at with the internet, where production values are fucking required for popularity, all this crazy, god fucking damn it, kill yourself. All this horrible shit is just like a requirement to succeed on the internet. And I'm very lucky that I enjoy music shit and don't want to be like a fucking, hey guys, I'm the next Mr. Beast. I wanna sell my fucking chocolate bar in your store. Fucking hit me up, please. Please, please. I want to be famous, please. It's Total Drama Island, but real. You know, we're not. I'm not personally. I'm not doing that fucking shit. And I feel like running my channel like this, where it's effectively just a fucking diary for me to come on and say, hey, this is weird. I'm gonna talk about this for a couple hours. You know, I've fucking loved it. I've been coming back to this channel, you know, over every now and then, like I have been, where I kind of just come back whenever I feel like it and upload whatever I feel like, and I've fucking loved it. Ugh, voice crack. You know? But, oh man, it's just miserable seeing the state of the internet, and, you know, the only way to make it better is by doing it yourself. You know, I'm not saying I'm some fucking humanitarian because I upload videos where I talk like an idiot for 3 fucking hours, but like, you know, I think I'm significantly better than the Mr. Beasts of the world. Like, regardless of their production value, hey, I'm a normal fucking person. I'm coming on here to talk about shit I care about. There you go. That's the best shit you'll ever get out of the internet. But, I don't know, man. I feel like where we're at, it's just so fucked up, and everything on the internet is just fucking stupid. Everyone's an idiot. And it's okay to be stupid, you know? I mean, world is what it is. Stupid people fucking run America now. Fucking everything is shit. But hey, I'm here. I'm happy. I'm making videos that make me laugh. And that's all you really need to get by in the world. And I'm having a good time. But if you, oh god, one thing I kind of wanted to talk about that I kind of just trampeted over with my fucking stupid people commentary and shit. I feel like it was such a sadly optimistic thing of like imagining a fucking CERN scientist or one of the scientists at like Cambridge who fucking helped get the internet set up, and imagining them being like, this is gonna fucking cause the most insane scientific developments of the 20th century. This shit is gonna save the world. And now we have like fucking idiots. Trisha Paytas just named her baby fucking Aquaman. I was kind of fucked with that. There wasn't really anything I could do. But did you see that shit, by the way? Trisha Paytas named her baby fucking Aquaman. What the fuck, man? Malibu Barbie, Elvis, and fucking Aquaman are her children's names. And like, legally there's nothing we can do about that, but like that kid's life permanently fucked up. All three of those kids' lives permanently fucked up. Elvis, I think it's sad that Elvis is the most unique or like good unique name of the group. And it's still a shitty fucking name. Don't name your kids unique things. Name your kids things that you can picture them being named when they're 50. Like, you really think Aquaman is going to be 65 years old, living in Memphis, having a good time? No! Aquaman is going to be fucking slinging crack outside the 7-Eleven because he lives a horrible fucking life with that name. I don't know, man. People are fucking dumb. But, back to what I was saying about the internet and shit. Sorry. I thought about that and I just fucking had to hit the rant. It is absurd shit that they named their baby fucking Aquaman. I mean, I can't even really give commentary. It's just like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck? But, oh, good God. I'm just sitting, what? Oh, yeah. I'm just sitting here thinking about that shit. That shit is crazy. Oh, my God. But, yeah, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to get my brain to go back to, like, the scientists and shit, and I truly can't. It's fucking Aquaman. I really can't. They named that baby Aquaman. Imagine going through the most beautiful, harrowing experience of life and giving birth to your child and looking at this beautiful life you've created and saying, your name is Aquaman. What the fuck? Dear, I want to laugh, but to an extent, it's not funny. That poor fucking kid is gonna get, like, pelted with rocks in grade school, I think my grandmother might be opening that door. No, okay. But, poor fucking Aquaman, dude. Like, I don't even want to call the kid that. I feel like by saying his name on... I have that bad fucking thing where, like, I call kids it, like, almost on instinct, and I don't know what I can do about that. It's really bad. I'm gonna have my own kid one day, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna say, hey, what's up, little goob? Little thing. And I'm gonna be like, fuck, I'm gonna get my ass beat. Hey, 79, that's honestly pretty good. I don't know if I want kids or not. I'd like to have them someday, but it's at the same time, it's like the world is so fucked up. And unless you, like, specifically raise your kids with a very optimistic view of the world, they're going to be fucking miserable. Because, I mean, that's the world we live in, is, shitty people and miserable fucks rule the world. And, it's rough to be an optimistic person in this world. And, I mean, even me, what? Fuck you, bitch. I feel like I'm a pretty optimistic person compared to, like, the average person. And, I'm an optimistic bitch. I'm a fucking retard. But, like, God, the world is so fucked. Even when I'm happy, like, compared to the vast majority of people, I would say I'm, like, extremely happy compared to where most people are at. And even then, it's impossible not to look around and be like, what the fuck is happening in the world, man? Like, do I really want to have a kid when the world is so fucked up that it's like, oh, some fucking idiot's the president now, I guess we're gonna go bomb Iran for no fucking reason. The Iranian people have done nothing to our fucking country, but just because some little pissant feels like having a grudge, yay, World War III, yay. Like, we live in a miserable fucking time. But, the world will heal eventually, it always does, but fucking hell, it's gonna take a while this time. But, anyways, back to the internet thing that I talked about like 35 hours ago. But sorry about that. But you know, I can't imagine being one of the CERN or like fucking any of the like University of California, one of the fucking University of California sites that like first introduced Wi-Fi and shit. I can't imagine being one of them and then realizing like, oh, the internet, it's just almost exclusively people being fucking numbskulls, and somehow we've managed to create like an internet that has like weirdly bad like technology usage. How do I put this into words? I'm trying to think of how to word it, but like, you know, we've created an internet of just stupid fucking people, and like, I can't imagine being one of the scientists who like helped develop fucking like 5G and shit. I can't imagine being one of them and watching some fucking crackpot shoot at a like all the people back in COVID who fucking shot at 5G towers because they thought they were causing it. Dear Lord, if I was one of the fucking poor goddamn inventors who spent like years of my life fucking driven to improve the world, better the planet we have, and I see some fucking crackpot shooting at a 5G tower because of a Facebook post, I think I'd blow my shit clean off. I can't lie. It is truly a miserable fucking world we live in, you know? But oh man. If you ugh, God, I can't imagine what it's like to be a scientist or some like great thinker of the world, you know? It's got to be fucking miserable. It's got to be just looking up and being like, "Damn, we really just live in a world of fucking idiots." And you know, being stupid, it's okay, but like people on the internet now, stupid people are literally being weaponized like they're fucking chlamydia. Like stupid people are being turned into fucking super soldiers for idiots. Like the amount of fucking stupid, I can't imagine what it would be like to be some fucking conservative think tank guy working like during the 2020 election and being like, "Huh, it seems as the or like especially during the 2012 and 16 elections were like the start of it." I can't imagine being like some conservative think tank bastard and then being like, "We can use Facebook." They must have had a smile like the fucking Grinch that day. They were just sitting there doing some evil fucking plotting. But and now every person over the age of 60 who has Wi-Fi in their house, they're just fucking evil. They're just evil fucking people now, and that sucks. But hey, what can you do? I don't know. Fighting disinformation is like fucking impossible, especially in the age of the internet. It's just sad to see that like the internet was truly is like the greatest creation that our species has had when it comes to like technology and all of the fucking marvels that come with it. And somehow we landed on convincing a guy on my fucking Mark Cuban Facebook group, convincing him to buy in shitcoin stock, and oh, I just killed a whole family because oops, I tanked the stock. Uh-oh, I just killed like 5 people with inaction or whatever. I don't know. I think you get what I'm trying to say, but like, it's just fucking miserable that this is the internet we have of like a Facebook full of idiots who fucking kill each other. Fucking, we live in like the worst timeline when it comes to the internet because the internet is so fucking cool in concept. Like you're telling me we've created effectively infinite knowledge accessible at the swipe of a finger. That is if you had told our ancestors that, like if you had told some fucking caveman that shit, what? Fuck you, bitch. If you had told like fucking Grug in 29 trillion AD that not only would be like we would have like farming within like a few Grug generations and shit, but we would have all this good shit at our fingertips when it comes to that. First he wouldn't believe us, and then he'd use it to look at fucking rock porn, but like rockography. It is rock art, rock nudie pictures. Oh god. But you know where we're at. It's just we live in the worst fucking timeline, to be honest, and I hope shit gets better in the future. You know, I'm an optimistic person. I think that where we're at, the worst people are being unfortunately amplified and given space to talk. And I think eventually we'll have either. I don't think it'll be the government coming to save us, not gonna lie. I think, if anything, they're probably gonna accelerate all this stupid shit that's going on in the world. But eventually something will happen that'll force people to actually use the internet intelligently. And it sucks that like we had the early kind of Wild West era with the internet where all this MS-DOS shit where like, oh, here's a fucking guide on how to beat King's Quest, all that kind of shit. But now it's like, yeah, here's how to fucking make a zip bomb to throw into your neighbor's email and fucking kill their whole family. Like, that's where we're at with the internet. And I don't know what that means for the world. Can't be good, but like, I really, really hope that it's just the idiots being amplified louder than the good people. And I believe that to an extent, but like, going online and just hearing all the stupid shit, hearing about like all the awful shit going on in the U.S. and in the world, really, it's just like it's hard to keep a brave face and all that. But I hope that one day we'll have like a smarter, better world because of the internet we've created. I don't know. I hope so. I mean, I'm doing a lot of anti-doom posting, but we're in a pretty fucked spot right now, so we'll see. Oh, did not mean to click that one. That one would have easily fucking killed me. But I don't know, man. We're in a fucked up ass situation. What? Ah, fuck you, bitch. But anyways, back to the topic of this video, the whole V Shoujo shit and how I think it's it's just a loop on the old fucking machinima of the day, Oh my god. People don't remember. Like, memory is short on the internet, which I think is honestly the worst aspect of it, because if people would just remember all the shit that went on back in the day, nobody would ever work for one of those fucking companies again. And for good reason. Like, all of these companies, all they do is just horrible, horrible shit. And it's every single one of them, there we go. But all these fucking companies, all they do is just awful shit. And I feel like it's just a loop on the old machinima idea of like, hey, we're gonna rob people, we're gonna steal people's creations, we're gonna take access from people's YouTube channels that they've had since they were young. Like, one of the Smosh is the big one when it comes to like, people talking about it, because it's one that people escape. Defy fucking went belly up, and somehow Smosh won in that situation. That is the luckiest, that is the biggest, like, win story of the internet, I believe. And I don't know how the fuck they did it, but, like, shout out to Smosh people now, like, where Smosh is at. I mad respect it. It is crazy that, like, they fucking beat the demon, they beat the beast, and I don't know how the fuck they did it, but, hey, 93. I've been getting, like, around 90s and 80s pretty consistently. Ugh, my elbow itchy. But, yeah, people's ooh, fucking squeaky chair. But, yeah, I think that's a good thing to talk about, is just how fucking short people's memories are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hey! Da 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 day, da 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 day. I'm having fun in this video if you can't tell, but people's memories are so short on the internet that I feel like you really need to point it out. And maybe this video will help some people, but I fucking doubt it, because like, oh hey, did you know that this shit has happened like 100 times before with 5 trillion fucking companies? Like, some people are probably gonna comment like, huh, that is an interesting idea, and then move on with their life and never think about it, because that's the way the internet works, is it keeps your memory short by keeping you hooked. And that sucks. It sucks that, like, good content is kind of so far in between, Like, there are a few people doing good. Like, there are the H-Bomber guys of the internet and all that. Like, go watch H-Bomber guy, by the way. His shit is fucking amazing. It is beautiful videos. But, yeah, man, it is. We live in a rough internet time where people just do so stupid of shit. It is fucking miserable how dumb the internet is. It is, like, the internet, and I say it like it's one big collective, which it is to an extent. I mean, that is kind of the whole idea, is this is a collective of knowledge and actions and all this stuff, but, like, I mean, you can find good and bad people on there, but, try not to get stuck in a bubble. I think that's an important thing when it comes to, knowledge on the internet. I've been stuck in bubbles before, you know. Back when I was a kid, I fucking loved Vosh videos. And then I turned 15 and I realized, oh, huh, man, this guy's kind of weird, huh? You know, his content isn't the fucking worst in the world, but it's like, it is weird shit compared to most people. But, you know, try to keep a level head about yourself, to be honest. Keep an idea in your head. If anything sounds fishy, it probably is. You know the fucking, the generic shit to look out for. But, like, ugh, God, man, there's so many content creators that are just fucking stupid. And, ugh, God. You just have to be careful. And be careful for people around you, you know? If someone around you is older and believes some just fucking numbskull shit, challenge them on the idea. I've personally been going through that with my grandmother. She's older. She doesn't have internet, but she hears like. Also, it's very weird the way cable is now because she has cable. It's very weird because it's almost like it's puppeting the skin of what old people think the internet is, and it's very weird, you know. I didn't think the internet could get any fucking worse, and somehow it did. But yeah, we're entering a weird time with the internet where, hey, there we go. But we're entering a weird time where everyone has access to information that agrees with them. Everyone has all this shit, and it's fucking miserable. Try not to get caught in a bubble. It's hard to know if you're in one, but basically just go outside is really the only, like, you know, 100% effective solution. Go outside, talk to people you disagree with. It's good for you, you know? Well, hey, yeah. Yeah. But, you know, we live in a fucked ass internet, and if you're like me, you're very chronically online. I feel like people use that term very loosely. You know, I'm on the internet a fucking bunch, but I feel like a lot of people get like so caught up in internet shit that they ignore reality, and I feel like that's when you should kind of view it differently than like, oh, I'm constantly watching red versus blue clips on YouTube. Oh, you're chronically online. Like, no, you're just like fucking boring. Like, I hate to say that, but it's no. I've noticed this like verbal, not tick. It's not like a fucking. Oh my god, people with Tourette's. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. That was funny, but huh. You know, I was fucked there. What could I do? But you know, Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck? Oh my god, give me a better map. Jesus fucking Christ. You know. Oh my god, what the fuck did I just get handed? Fucking hell. But yeah, man, I feel like where we're at with the internet, it's oh, okay, I got handed a good map apparently. But where we're at with it all, people are just fucking dumb. Tell you what, I'm gonna check on my phone real quick. On Spotify, a good album is supposed to be dropping pretty soon. Alfredo 2, released July 25th. This shit just dropped like 40 minutes ago. How long is it? How long is it? Does it say how long it is? 45 minutes. I won't record my listening to it because it's very vibe shit and I don't want to, you know, get like too caught up in it. But we'll see. I'll give it a shot. I fucking love Freddie Gibbs. My name is Freddie Gibb. Freddie Gibb. I'm shirtless. I'm Freddie Gibbs. That fucking video. That shit made me cry laughing. But fuck you, bitch. And I was wrong about that one. Yep. But people on the internet, man, you gotta be careful not to get stuck in a bubble. You gotta be careful about so much shit. But you really, I think the biggest example of where you have to be careful that you're not just being outright fucking lied to. I noticed that problem with my grandmother and cable is she will constantly tell me something with such utmost urgency that she truly thinks it's like the end of the fucking world. And it'll be something that is so easily disproven, just fucking easily disproven lies. But you can't fight her on it because it'll be like, hey, Fox News is fucking lying to you. Did you know that? And she'll be like, no. Fuck you, you stupid fucking game. I hate you. But, I hate this fucking game, man. I hate this shit. I'm lying. I'm just salty because I lost. I'm a fucking sore loser at games, man. But, I think I've gotten my point about, like, basically, people's memories with the internet are really absurdly short, and... What? Oh, okay. I'll come get it and get it.
I put your sheets on your bed, but I didn't put all in blankets.
Yeah, I'll get them.
Okay.
Have fun. Oh my god. That was my grandmother. But, this chair is so fucking squeaky. I hate it. But, you know, she was just coming in to tell me some shit. Basically, she put sheets on my bed. The end. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but, like, I love coming on here and just talking about shit, I think. And it's very fun because I'm a fucking numbskull. I'm an idiot, and occasionally I'll realize it. But, you know, internet is some fuck shit. People are stupid as all hell. The internet, where we're at with the internet, where we at with it, Ollie? But, where we're at with the internet, it's just, everyone's fucking stupid, and everyone thinks they're so smart, and I'm no exception. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm sitting on here thinking I'm, like, spitting soliloquies for you people, but it's not. It's dumb shit. It's me being a fucking idiot, fucking turd smeller, but it's just like, I don't know, man. Whatever's happening on the internet, try not to get caught up in one person's opinions or beliefs. Try not to dick ride any one person too hard, all that shit. The only people you're allowed to dick ride are musicians and shit, because they make good music. Me and Tyler, the creator, I can't lie. I dick ride that man to high hell. Oh my god, I love his fucking music. But, oh, I'm not wearing the shirt. I just copped, like, the fucking second it dropped on his store, I copped the fucking, the shirt for Don't Tap the Glass. Don't Tap That Glass. Don't Tap That Glass. It's such a good album. I heard that shit and I had a big ass smile plastered on my fucking maw. I was just sitting there fucking giddy when I heard that shit. But, oh man, it's a good fucking album if you haven't heard it yet. Give it a shot. One of my friends, he's a fucking weirdo. He has shitty ass taste about, like, music. No, I'm not gonna go in on him. I like the guy. He's a good guy. But he is a fucking... I'm stupid. I'm dumb. He does have shitty music taste, though. You know what? I think I'm gonna end the game. Ugh. You feel me? Yeah, let's go listen to... Whoa, hi, Tyler. I like how I said, oh, I dick ride this guy. And then immediately... Let me find this, Yeah, here it is. Here it fucking is. Oh, who's hyped? Wait, there's two versions of it. Oh, it's the single, 1995. Oh my god. 14 tracks, 47 minutes. Oh, and they got Jid. Larry June, Jid, Anderson .Paak. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. I'll take it, but like, weird pick, but okay. I mean, I get it. He's a good guy, but he has good... Damn, what rank is it? 410. Huh. Crazy. I forgot he did a bunch of stuff with Mac Miller. I forgot about that. But, are those... Is it just those three? Skinny Shook 2. That's funny. Gas Station Sushi. Guarantee this is going to be one of the best tracks. I don't even... Let's just read through the tracks. I'm going to... Lemon Pepper Steppers, that's going to be good. Let's see. 1995, we've already heard it. It's fucking amazing. Mar-a-Lago. Topical, I guess. I don't know. Lemon Pepper Steppers. Damn, say that shit 10 trillion times. But, yeah, I don't know. It looks good. All of this looks good. Ensalada. Oh my god. Ensalada, it looks good. Empanadas. Yeah. Empanadas. I don't fucking know how you pronounce it. But, that one food, you know. Skinny Shook 2. Hell yeah. Feeling, Feet Larry June. This one's gonna be like some lo-fi shit, or not lo-fi, some like R&B shit, you know? I feel like it. I Still Love Her. Yeah. Shangri-La. That's probably gonna be like the fucking star. This is probably gonna be like the fucking the all-star run of the album. Oh, all of it looks good though. Tell you what, I'm gonna be eating dinner while I'm gonna be eating dinner while I finish that shit, or while I start that shit. Actually, I think I'll eat dinner and then I'll listen to the album. Just fucking hell. But yeah, I've been talking for an hour and 20, which is pretty short for me. But I feel like I've done a lot of thinking in this video. God damn, I'm stupid. I feel like I've done a lot of. I've been thinking real hard. But you know, I feel like I've hit a bunch of topics, and I feel like I've pretty effectively gotten my point across on all of them. The shit with the VTubers, honestly, man, don't join an MCN. Don't join anything that even fucking resembles it. VTuber networks are just modern MCNs. Don't fucking join anything that looks like a collective like that, because collectives on like websites where it's a very individual thing, don't do it. You know, and that's not to say like don't join a union or anything like that in real life where, you know, real jobs happen. That's different, but don't fucking join a VTuber collective, you know. Make it on your own merit, or don't make it at all. I personally wouldn't be very satisfied if it's like, oh yeah, my entire career is being CDawg VA's 5th closest VTuber ally. Like, that sounds like a miserable fucking time, if I'm gonna be honest. And basically, sorry that those poor people got scammed. That sucks. That really does suck. That's the fucking how we find out that VShojo's awful. That sucks. I don't really care about VTubers. I don't really feel bad for them, because what did you think would happen? But I do feel bad for the poor fucking innocent people who are just, you know, it sucks that these poor people were. Damn, I just watched like a spit come flying right the fuck out my maw. Damn. I'm a fucking. I'm actually as close to a Neanderthal as a human can get. I'm like, you know. But God, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. But basically, don't join a VTuber org. Don't join an MCN or anything that looks like it. Let's try and wrap up everything from this video. People's memories on the internet are short, and I feel like that's part of why shit like this keeps happening, why we keep having just the same goddamn thing over and over again. You know, fucking, we all remember the goddamn Martin, whatever that guy's name was, who worked with Rice Gum on all the gambling sites back in the day. That shit's back now. Oh my god, man. People are fucking dumb. People's memories are so short, and I'm no exception. You know, we're all human. We all have short memories. And but collectively, it seems to be really fucking bad. Like, it seems to be really bad collectively, because shit like this, every time some fucking absurd number of viewers fall for the bait. And I think I think because it's been so long since MCNs were a problem, it's been like, what, a decade since they've even been popular? You know, it's been so fucking long that people have kind of forgotten. You know, a whole new generation of people have come up. I'm just lucky that, you know, as an 11-year-old, I happened to be watching Pyrocynical when he put out a bunch of videos on fucking Team 10 and all these fucking channel networks and all this shit. But, you know, and I'm very lucky that that's one that I remember from my childhood. God knows how many horrible fucking things are going to happen in the future that I'm going to fall for like every other idiot and won't know. Who knows? The world's pretty fucked like that, but, you know, ultimately, I love my life. I think the world's a good place. Sorry for those poor fucking people with the autoimmune issues. Sorry to them. Hope they get the money and justice they deserve. To the VTubers, wise up, man. Don't join a fucking org. Just don't. If you're thinking about joining orgs or any collectives like that, don't fucking do it. Be smart, you know? You know, and if it means that you have to work at the Kroger to make your VTubing hobby go popular, oh no. Like, all 8 billion motherfuckers on this planet, you gotta get a job and shit. I do music. I go to, I don't know why. I do music. I do fucking pipe dream shit, and even then, you have to be willing to acknowledge that a lot of shit is too good to be true, and you have to be willing to put in real work at actual jobs and shit if you want to succeed as a hobby. Ugh. Dense fucking points, by the way, in this video. Like, an hour and 30 minutes of me rambling on stupid shit, just condensed down. Jesus Christ. This shirt, it's like stained to high hell. This little stain here, it looks like a bleach stain, or maybe a patch, I don't know. But it's a black t-shirt. Like, a bleach stain, I can't believe it's like that. I can't believe it's not better. But, I think it is a bleach stain because the fabric is, like, identical to the rest of the shirt. And there's no like patch on the inside. It's clearly a stain. But this shirt is pretty cool. It's a I'm gonna block the logo because it's specific to a festival in my town, but it's just a cool little guitar thing. But yeah, this is a cool shirt too. It's like 100%. I fucking love. If you see me in real life, you will realize I dress almost exactly the same way as I do on YouTube. Just fucking black and one brand shorts and fucking 100% cotton tees. That's the way to dress. That shit is awesome. It's comfortable. It's drippy. It's grippy. Oh, God. You can tell I'm hitting the end of the video and want to keep recording, but like, I think I've kind of hit my stride with the points. I think I've gotten a bunch of shit across. Just be careful on the internet, man. Don't get caught up in the past. Don't get caught up in a bubble. Just be careful. Have a good memory on your head. Have a good thoughts on your shoulders. And also, another aspect of that I didn't really mention in the video, but I kind of wanted to. People are so willing to just move on with YouTubers who have done horrible shit. Like, the fact that Logan Paul has a career is a testament to how fucking short people's memories on the internet are. Oh my God, the decade of scamming and showing dead bodies and scamming and making shitty movies and being awful to women and being awful to the coworkers, being awful to everyone. And somehow this guy is still fucking popular with kids and still popular with a decent chunk of adults too. It's just fucking wacky, and I don't know how he does it. I if it wasn't so fucking scummy, I'd be impressed. But yeah, that's all I really got for today. I'm gonna. Aw, damn it! I showed the fucking thing. Well, hey, lucky for you though, I don't live full time in this town. I only go there like a couple times a week. Haha, get fucked. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Damn, I doxed myself. My house is gonna get bombed now. Yeah, that's all I really have. This shit is stupid. This shit continues to be stupid, and it probably always will be stupid. We can hope for a brighter future, but it's gonna take a lot of time and action to get there. And yeah, it's 11:50 p.m., July 24th, 2025. I go back to college in 2 weeks. Pretty hyped for that. Yay! But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, do all the fucking the YouTube glup. Subscribe with notification. I can be next Mr. Beast. Please, I want 10 trillion viewers so I can make a show about Squid Game. I'm not convinced he didn't actually fucking kill people for that shit. He had to have killed people in the recordings. But yeah. Oh fuck. Ah, God. I'm back. My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. Alright, bye. Bye, everyone.